Okay, so in a recent video, I went through the process of optimizing a resume using Claude. I'm going to use Claude again, and you can use ChatGPT if you want to for any of these processes, but I'm going to stick with Claude since that's what I use for the recent resume related video. In this one, what we're going to do is we're going to use the optimized resume that I created before, and we want to actually align it to a role, right? So if you find a job description, right? So for example, this career and technical education, SME or subject matter experts is what they're hiring for. Basically, what you can do is you can get the job description, right? Everything down here, right? So we can see that, right? We basically want to take this information, right? All about the role, all these things. So I'm gonna take this information, the qualifications. We can use the about the company information. What I would more so use this portion for would actually be more of the cover letter, so that you can speak directly to the actual company or organization whenever you create your cover letter as to why you're, the best candidate for the role. But for the resume, I'm just going to take the description. So I'm going to copy and paste this, right? And then I'm going to jump back over to Claude, which is where I created the resume last time. So you can still see the resume information that was populated based off of that last video I did. If you missed it, you can go and check it out. Basically, I just took a resume document, removed the personal information from the top. Of course, you usually have your phone number, email, all that type of stuff, name. Took all of that out and made it very basically just generic, and even changed the name of the document so that the name wasn't in the file itself at all. And I uploaded it here, right? Just called it Doc One. And then I had it optimized and then give me an optimized version. Um, what we're going to do now is I'm going to start a new chat just so that this is completely fresh and you can see, right? Still using the free plan. So none of this is going to cost you. But because I have that resume, right? Here's the Doc One resume that I created, right? The optimized one that doesn't have any information. So since it already does not have the personal info, I'm just going to use it anyway. Again, and I'm going to download it. So I'm going to download, my resume. And again, if you have your resume, and you just remove the personal information because we don't want to put that stuff into, these systems. I just personal preference. I just don't do it, especially like anything that you wouldn't necessarily want circulating, like your phone number, right, being one, right? So download it. It's this first version in the parentheses here. But now what I'm going to do is go into Claude and I'm going to basically tell it, I need you to align my resume to this job description, right? So I'm going to actually add the file, right? So it's here in my downloads, or you can jump directly into this. Doc one should be in my downloads, right? There we go. All right, so there it is, Doc one, which is my resume I just downloaded. Um, Align the attached resume, right? So I'm gonna make sure you catch this. Align the attached resume to the following job description. Now, here's what I also want to make sure of too, just so we don't have errors or anything that's not valid on the resume whenever it updates and optimizes for the role, because we don't want it to read the job description and the qualifications and then make up qualifications and act like you have them when you don't necessarily, right? We just want to make the best possible version to make sure that we are basically the most aligned as possible. All right, so align the attached resume to the following job description. I'm gonna put a comma here because I want to continue this. Do not fabricate. Basically telling it, don't lie, right? Do not fabricate any qualifications. Do not change the experience or Am I thinking about accomplishments of the original resume? Okay, so yeah, that's what that's telling us. Now, colon there. And remember, I copied and pasted this, right? I already copied, or excuse me, not pasted, but I already copied the job description. So I'm going to add that in here. Now, what I also like to do whenever I'm, of course, directly quoting something like the job description, I'm going to actually use the quotes. So, quote, and I'm going to paste that job description here. And right at the end of that description, end quote, right? So we got align the attached resume, right? We got a resume right here to the following job description. Do not fabricate any qualifications. Do not change the experience or accomplishments of the original resume. So keep all of the information. Don't change anything. Just align it to the description. See what we get. All right, and it's running that now. And you can read even right here what it tells me. Outline the resume to highlight relevant qualifications for the SME position, right? Focusing on candidate experience, and it's going to pull, right, curriculum and project-based learning because those were some of the things that were outlined in the description itself, right? You can see right here, project-based learning is a major one. So it's going to make sure that it includes those things in the revised resume, right? And in this situation, it just made up a name, um, which is completely fine because again, it wouldn't be yours, right? Because you don't have that information in there. So it's just made it generic. Now we can basically just take this, of course, not the name or anything like that, but we can take this. You could download this as a PDF itself, or you can just copy and paste this. Again, double check it, triple check it to make sure that everything is correct. All the licensure and everything is still the same and nothing was adjusted, but read through it. But then go back to your resume document or wherever you're keeping this, maybe Google Drive or whatever. Um, Create a new document or just add a new tab, which is what I'm doing to the same resume file. And I'm just going to add that in here. Right. So here is the updated version that is going to be aligned to this job description. So now I can basically take this, make sure I got my, put your information back at the top. And then from here, you can download this. And whenever you go to apply, that's what you add, right? So it'll already be aligned to this specific role versus being more generic. Hope this helps. Peace.